On the edge of a vast meadow, there lived a hard-working ant named Tumi. Every day, Tumi would venture out from her anthill to gather food for the colony. She and the other ants worked tirelessly, carrying tiny grains and seeds back to their nest to prepare for the coming winter. One bright morning, Tumi found a large golden grain of wheat lying in the grass. It was bigger than any grain she had ever seen, and she knew it would make a valuable addition to the colony's food supply. Excited, she began to push and pull the grain toward the anthill. But as Tumi struggled with the heavy grain, it slipped from her grasp and rolled into a deep crack in the ground. The crack was narrow and dark, and the grain was now far out of reach. Tumi peered down into the crack, her heart sinking with disappointment.
What am I going to do? She thought. The grain is too far down, and I'm too small to reach it.
Determined not to give up, Tumi decided to ask for help. She scurried over to a nearby beetle who was resting under a leaf.
Excuse me, Mr. Beetle, Tumi called out. I lost a grain in that crack over there, and I can't reach it. Could you help me?
The beetle looked at the crack, then at Tumi. I'm sorry, little ant, but I'm too big to fit in that crack, he said. Perhaps you should ask someone else.
Undeterred, Tumi continued her search for help. She came across a friendly grasshopper who was hopping by.
Mr. Grasshopper, I need your help. I lost a grain in a crack, and I can't reach it.
The grasshopper hopped over to the crack and took a look.
I'd like to help, but my legs are too long to reach down there, he said. Maybe a smaller creature could assist you.
Feeling discouraged but not ready to give up, Tumi thought of the smallest creature she knew, a tiny ant like herself. She hurried back to the anthill and explained her problem to the other ants. We'll help you, Tumi, her friends chirped in unison. Together, the ants formed a chain, each holding onto the other as they lowered themselves into the crack. The smallest ant at the end of the chain reached out, grabbed the lost grain, and passed it back up to Tumi. Tumi and the other ants cheered as they lifted the grain out of the crack. With teamwork and persistence, they had saved the precious food. Tumi proudly carried the grain back to the anthill, where it was stored safely for the winter. The lesson spread quickly through the colony. Even when things seem impossible, a little help from friends and a lot of determination can make all the difference. Tumi realized that no problem was too big if you believed in yourself and asked for help when needed. And so the ants of the meadow continued to work together, always remembering the day that Tumi, with the help of her friends, retrieved the lost grain.